She told her boyfriend to wait outside and went alone to the convenience store to check out. She hadn't taken more than a few steps when she caught the attention of a nearby human trafficker. Bia had no idea. She was happily browsing inside the store, and when she turned around, she collided head-on with the trafficker.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's only my fault.
The trafficker acted considerate, using a tissue to wipe her off and trying to get close. To discourage him, Bia had to bring up her boyfriend as a shield, saying he was waiting just outside. Seeing no chance, the trafficker then offered to pay for her items to make up for the earlier mishap. Because her drink had spilled all over her, Bia headed to the restroom to clean up. Unexpectedly, she ran into a menacing thug at the restroom entrance. She didn't think much of it at the time and walked straight inside, soon encountering a woman with multiple facial injuries, looking like she had been beaten. Before Bia could ask what had happened, the thug barged in, shouting at the woman to come out. Seeing Bia staring intently, the thug sensed something was off and slunk back out, giving the two women a moment to speak. However, the woman seemed hesitant and cautious. She paused a long time before saying a single sentence: "It was heaven sent to meet someone here." No sooner had she spoken than the thug burst in again, dragging the woman out. Bia wanted to follow and ask questions, but felt it might be unnecessary. Outside, her boyfriend was not idle either. He had been quietly waiting for Bia when several thugs suddenly surrounded him. They first mocked his sports car and then brazenly claimed that John didn't deserve such a beautiful girlfriend. Infuriated, John got into a physical altercation with them, but there were too many of them, and it looked like he was about to be overpowered. Just then, a police car arrived, and a female officer stepped out, halting the confrontation. John realized these people were dangerous and quickly got into his car to leave. On the way, Bia kept thinking about the girl. They had probably been kidnapped, but because of the thug's presence, the girl hadn't said anything. John didn't want to get involved further. Sometimes it's better not to make trouble. But then Bia spotted a motorcycle in the rearview mirror following them. After closer inspection, she realized it was the same thug from the gas station. John immediately slammed on the accelerator, trying to keep his distance, but the thug seemed to anticipate his moves and caught up in no time.
No cops to save your ass now, boy! Fuck you!
Seeing their hostile intent, John pressed the gas to the floor and told Bia to hold on tight, planning to teach the thug a lesson. Taking advantage of a moment when the thug wasn't paying attention, he slammed the brakes, stopping the car in the middle of the road. The thug had no time to react and toppled over on the interstate, but thankfully wasn't in life-threatening danger. Fearing retaliation, John drove away as fast as he could, leaving the dangerous scene behind. Soon after, they arrived at a villa far from the incident. Confident the thug wouldn't follow, John and Bia finally relaxed. Bia set aside the earlier unpleasantness and happily enjoyed the moment with John. Later that evening, the sound of an engine outside caught Bia's attention. Confused, she went to check and found that John's friend, David, had returned. John was annoyed. He had planned to spend a quiet evening with Bia at the villa, but David came back early and had brought his girlfriend Lisa along. John couldn't turn them away, so he and his friends started an impromptu party. During their conversation, a phone rang. John gestured for Bia to answer. She was puzzled. Her ringtone didn't match the sound. Reaching into her bag, she found a phone that didn't belong to her.